始まります。ちょっとツイートして、はい、始めたいと思います。みんな、聞こえておりますでしょうか？大丈夫そうなんで、始めたいと思います。皆さん、こんきびです。やば。これは、間違ってるよな。なんでちょっと待ってね。これが違う。なんか、変わったと思ったんだけどさ。はい。はい、行きます。まあ、変ですよね。やば。すみません。トラブルがあるそうなんですけど、それでも始めたいと思います。皆さん、こんきびです。花持ちきびです。今日は土曜日なんで、先週は、ラブライブでしょう。そして今日は何しようかなと思ってて、普通のカラオケしようかなと考えてたんですけど、めっちゃ声優のことを話しているので、声優のカラオケしたかったと思うんですけど、俺の推し、竹達彩奈さんは、あんまり YouTube ではカラオケがないらしいんですけど、他の声優さんが、のカラオケがあるので、頑張りたいと思います。So, I wasn't sure what to sing for karaoke today, but I've been talking about a lot about Seiyuus, and I wanted to catch up on some of those that I haven't done in a while. So, I decided Seiyu karaoke, yay. My favorite Seiyu is Taketatsu Aina, but she doesn't have a lot of karaoke on YouTube, so I filled in with other people. There's one kind of, like 1/5, that's a hint, Taketatsu Aina song, but really, it's not really. So, yeah. But I have other songs that I wanted to sing, so it'll be okay. 1, 2, 3. And then there's some songs that I was like, I don't know if it'll pass, but I want to sing them. I don't know if I've already sung them or if I got in trouble for singing them in the past, but I want to sing them, so it's gonna have to work. それで置いといて、声優が好きなんで、ただ頑張りたいと思います。俺はあんなにうまく、初めからあんなにうまく歌えないから、ダメだったらいいかなと思うんですけど、はい。声優が歌っている10曲ぐらい、ありますので、10曲あるので、頑張りたいと思います。本当に考えてて、数年じゃなくて、6曲ぐらい、いいかなと思ったんだけど、やっぱり多分歌えない曲があったから、歌えない方がいいかもと判断して、この10個歌わせていただきます。So, on that note, I have 10 songs that I feel I don't know about reasonably comfortable singing, but songs that I kind of want to sing, and that are by Seiyuu. And in the first place, I'm not that good a singer to begin with, which is why I do these every week streams. So I can't be too upset about not being the best singer, because I already know that. But the first one's definitely this one. This is the one I definitely wanted to start with. はい。初めの曲はこちらです。タマコマーケットのドラマティックマーケットライド歌いたいと思います。まあ本当にそんなに古くないと思ったんだけど、もう何年か1年ぶりかタマコマーケットが初放送されて、本当に時間経つなと思ったんだけど、タマコマーケットめっちゃ好きで、まあ京都アニメーションが好きなんで頑張りたいと思います。はい、タマコマーケットのドラマティックマーケットライド。ちなみにこれが須崎彩さんの演じる北白川タマコのドラマティックマーケットライド歌いたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。はい、スタート。パパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパ。はい、いきます。にぎわってる人並み駆け抜ける気分、呼び込んだみたいに溢れてくアーケード、飛び交ってる5匹に得意げな自分、膨らんだ期待にはしゃぎたくなる。ぴょんと立ってたよ、ずっと待ってたの、すれ違うその笑顔抱きしめたい、ぎゅっとおいでさみんな、始まりはいつでも急に走り出す、まるでどんなパーティーも霞むようなきらめく場所ね、ここは確かめてみて。かなり高いよな。That goes really high. I don't know if my range can handle it, but we'll see. 突然降り出し盛り上がる気分、弾けてるみたいに湧き上がるアーケード、断然ここ好きだし自慢げな理由見渡してしたいに笑いたくなる。ひょいと寄ってみよう、ちょっとだけでも探してたのは笑顔抱き寄せたい、ぐっとおいでさ集まれば今にも思い溢れ出す、ほらいろんなストーリーが弾むような不思議な場所で、ここは確かめてみて。むずい、本当にむずい。I messed up a little bit because it's really difficult, but it's still an okay pace, I think. Also, this next part's really difficult. 次のパートがめっちゃむずいだと思う。なんでだろういつも考えてるけど夢中が消えない、友達もご近所もみんな大好き、おいでよみんな、始まりは誰にも不意に訪れるから、始まりは誰にも ようなきらめく場所ね。ここはためらわないで、迷ったりしないで、ためらってみて。ちょっとミスした。まあいいか。I messed up a little bit, but it's fine. I lost my place. But I didn't miss some of the tonation that I thought I would, so. まあいいかなと思います。はい。Dramatic Market Ride でした。はい。いいな、Tamako Market. I really like Tamako Market. By the way, if you want like a really peaceful slice of life with some great Kyoto animation and just a lot of fun comedy, highly recommend Dramatic Market, right? Tamako Market as an anime. So I guess now's the time where I also get to recommend anime, so that's fine. Yeah, Tamako Market, really fucking good. そして次は何を歌うかな。本当に迷うな。次は歌えないかもしれない曲。やっぱりそれが良かったんだけどさ。本当は声優のことはめっちゃ出てくるじゃん。まあ水瀬いのりが3回出てくるのでまあ多いかなと思うんだけど、やっぱり YouTube では水瀬いのりさんの曲がめっちゃ出てくると思う。まあ次は行こうかなと。本当に何これ ?4 名が水瀬いのり？本当か。水瀬いのりのソロが1曲だけなんですけど、グループでは4回。すご。まあ行こうかなと思います。水瀬いのりの曲、ソロの曲、ワンダーカラバン行きたいと思います。本当に出た時にワンダーカラバンはまあその時は初日本の旅行に行った時にトップ10グッズが出ててめっちゃ買いました。なんでワンダーカラバンとそれがシングルでカシタレインボーのファーストアルバムめっちゃ買いました。そしてめっちゃ聴いていました。ワンダーカラバン本当にいい曲。まあ久しぶり聴いてたので失敗するかもしれないけど、それでも行きたいと思います。はい。ワンダーカラバン、水瀬いのりのワンダーカラバン、それがエンドロのエンディングさせていただきました。のワンダーカラバンでした。ちなみにエンドロがめっちゃ、まあめっちゃじゃなくて、まあいいアニメだと思います。まあなんか流行ってないアニメみたいならエンドロがいいと思います。If you're looking for like a anime, this next song's Wonder Caravan. If you're looking for an anime that's like really under talked about, I don't want to say underrated, but like not talked about a lot and is pretty good, Endro's like pretty fun. It's not gonna break any records or so, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not gonna like all of a sudden be anyone's favorite anime, I guess, but it's really good. So, 次、ワンダーカラバン行きたいと思います。なぜいのりのめっちゃ、なんていうか、楽しみ。久しぶり、この曲、聴いたので、歌えるかどうかわかんないけど頑張ります。パラパパラパラパパラパパラパパラパパラパパラパパラパパラタ。はい。左空に響く星の声。Hi. Oh, what's the last anime I watched? Today I am caught up with Jellyfish Don't Swim at Night, and it's really good. Hi. I'll talk about more after. 海を照らす光をたどれたら流れた星はどこへ行くきっと何かなここで当てる旗を掲げ盗もうとても付き合うたい旅人を導いてもう迷わなくていいから僕らが目指した世界なんだ誰の地図にもない場所へ行こう踏み出せたならその瞬間が冒険のドアを開けるよいつか届くまでずっとそばにI think there's too much moisture in my voice. Anyway. 空を隠す雲の涙が降るそれでも負けず船を漕ぐこんな嵐のやめない夜でも肩を並べ進もう夜明けの虹がかかり旅人の手を引いてもう大丈夫目を開けて僕らが出会えた奇跡なんだたった一度だけ重なる場所へ踏み出せたから今日もきっと新しい地図を描くんだもうちょっと just a little bit more and then I'll explain the animes that I've watched. 凍える日は手をつなごう嬉しい時は笑おう忘れないで僕らは一人じゃないから僕らが目指した世界なんだ誰の地図にもない場所へ行こう踏み出せたならその瞬間がいつでも海を越えてたどり着く未来はそね触れて輝き出せるんだ誰でもない僕らだけの光ふわり空に消える星の声はいWonder Caravan でした。That was Minase Inori's Wonder Caravan from the anime Endro, which is an anime that came out like a long, not that long ago. When did this anime come out? Endro. It came out in 2019, so fairly old. But yeah, at that time I was listening to a lot of Minase Inori. So anyway. What anime have I been watching? Let's check my Crunchyroll. If I had to remember, actually I do have to remember because I've not looked in the Crunchyroll right now. Not on. Hello. If you're talking about VTuber community, I am very new myself to the point where I have very bad social anxiety and don't know how to like communicate to other people that I want to like, you know, meet them. But hello, I'm happy to, or if you're talking about my community, then I'm happy to have you. So yeah. But right now, I was asked, as you see, what anime I've been watching recently. Or I guess specifically, what's the last anime I watched. Right before the stream, I caught up on the episode of Jellyfish Don't Swim at Night. And that anime is so good. I love it so much. I love it to death. The only knock against it that I have, there's actually two knocks. The only two knocks I have against Jellyfish Don't Swim at Night is it's not free run and it's not on Crunchyroll. It's here, let me read the synopsis. I don't want to screw it up. Yes. So I guess I'll start with it's a coming of age story. It's a combination of an artist, an illustrator, a retired singer, and those two form a group. And the best way I can say is like, because it's a coming of age story, it's about them making kind of like making an utaite. Like they make a group. They make a singing, illustrating group. But it's mostly about the individual journeys, and I love that type of show. So I love this show. So yeah, I caught up on this right before because I started watching it around episode 8, and since then I've just been on the weekly release, just talking it because it's so good. And then what else have I been watching? I finished what I believe might be the worst anime of all time. I've watched the first season of Demon Slayer. I have a bad habit, especially when it comes to shonen, but like just long series, which shonen's a lot of. I have a bad habit of watching the season that's all the hype. I watch a lot of anime, at least in my opinion. I've probably been watching anime for 8-ish years, and I have about 600 or 700 completed shows. I don't know if you would find that a lot, and I've rewatched some, but はい。日本語喋れますけど、俺的にうまく話さないと思うんですけど、はい、確かに喋れます。I talk about this a lot where like I can speak Japanese. I'm not afraid to say that I can speak Japanese because I do think that I can speak it. But I have a kind of maybe complex about it where I don't feel like I'm nearly as good at it as I should be, or maybe as some people think. あんまり面白くないと思うんだけど、普通にケイラだと思うんですけどな。英語の名前を日本語に翻訳したら、そのままの名前でアクセント付きで話すんですけど。But like when it comes to names, for the most part, ありがとうございました。めっちゃ嬉しいです。But when it comes to like names, for the most part, things stay the same. So, like, unless you have a Japanese name, which, you know, I'm not Japanese, but I'm probably more knowledgeable about Japanese culture than my own culture. Plus, like, I'm not a huge fan of, like, American culture. There's pros and cons. I don't think it's bad, but, like, how do I put it? I don't know. Maybe I just have, like, a negative connotation with it, which isn't, like, against, like, sweeping generalization, but I'm gonna stop myself before I say something really stupid. But yeah, I am not ethnically Japanese. Actually, and I don't live in Japan, so I'm just not Japanese. But yeah, you said to say your name in Japanese, and I have no issue with that. But I will say that in general, it doesn't matter what language you are, unless you have a different name in another language. Your name's gonna stay the same. So people in Japan would just address you as well, probably they would change the L to an R because L's are hard in Japanese, but they would just probably say Keida-san. But yeah, have I ever been to Japan or Asia? In fact, I've been to Japan and I've been nowhere else in Asia before, with exception to a layover. Like, I did one layover with my friends when we went to Japan in, like, Taipei or something. But otherwise, the only 2 times I've been in Asia was Japan. Which makes sense because my interest in the culture, my hobbies, all that stuff is Japan, really. A little bit of Korean, but not... By the way, I don't know any Korean, but, like, a little bit of interest in, like, K-pop and stuff. But it's not, like, all of Asia as a whole. Is it worth it to visit? I mean, I would obviously say yes. The way I would explain it is I wouldn't let the clickbaity YouTube videos convince you either way. So, like, the clickbaity YouTube videos... I'm all messed up. The clickbaity YouTube videos will either say one of 2 things. They'll say, you have to go and visit the fucking anime land of the world, or don't go because all the things you've been told are not as good as they are. And obviously, like, to me, the obvious conclusion is, like, it's as good as you make the trip. It's as good as you take an interest in the things you're seeing. So, you know, as much as people say, okay, don't be an obnoxious foreigner, and I'm not saying that you would be, or even have any inclination to, but, you know, I mean, I'll say this. There has been news recently over the last year of people like this streamer named Johnny Somali or whatever his name is, or the guy who evaded his train fare for no reason. Don't be one of those people. Because I'll say, if you plan to just... for lack of a better word, be a weirdo just for the sake of, like, being in a different culture, then don't. But for the most part, I think most people know how to act in society. I recommend it as, if you're interested in, you know, I don't assume that it's just like Anime Town, but if you're interested in anime, there's going to be stuff for you to enjoy. There's anime cafes, there's, I mean, again, don't spend all your time in Akihabara, but if you're a fan of anime, go to Akihabara. There's still a lot of anime stuff for you to see. I do think that if you spend all your time in Akihabara, you might be wasting your visit. But yeah, it's a good vacation spot. Don't be swayed too far in either way. Just like, oh my gosh, this popular travel vlogger said I have to go, so, you know, let me book my ticket. And you also don't have to be like this, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just explaining it poorly. But in short, I always like going to Japan. I plan to go. I haven't gone in a while. I went twice in the same year, and then since COVID happened, I haven't gone at all. But I do plan to go again. So you're talking about how you might face prejudice based on not like certain body standards. Like ice cream? Yeah, of course. I like it. I don't think that I'm like, I wouldn't say that's my thing, but I like it just like anyone else. I know so I say that only because my grandfather really likes ice cream, and that's like one of his few things. So I wouldn't say that I would like trademark it, but I enjoy it just like anyone else. But yeah, when it comes to Japan, it's like, if you're talking about like prejudice based on having a certain body type or being judged, I'm not going to disagree with you or agree with you. I'll just say that when it comes to a vacation, arigato. By the way, I don't know if it's easy to tell or not, but my thing is dango, so I don't know how to sign into chat. Can I do this? I've never done this before, so how do I do this? Dango. Hey. Arigato. But if you're talking about like on a vacation, by the way, I'm getting all distracted. It is a mitarashi dango, or specific, or broadly, it's dango. This. I enjoy dango the normal amount. I think I'm not like super into it, but yes, it is a Japanese sweet. It's like mochi. It's a rice-based sweet. It's like mochi. It's also, because I bring up like ice cream's not my thing. I enjoy it the normal amount. My thing, I guess, is I love dango because my favorite anime of all time is Clannad, and if you've ever heard of the Dango Daikazoku, the Dango family song, well, if you haven't watched Clannad, then it wouldn't make a lot of sense, but that's why that's my favorite. That's my trademark, I guess you could say. Oshimaku. But I'm trying to go back to this thing about that you hate about Japan, where like body's the first thing they look at. If you're talking about like prejudice, I'm not going to disagree with you on like a societal standard in Japan, but I'll say this. When you're on a week or 2 week vacation, that stuff is not going to play. I'm not going to say it's not going to play out, but I don't expect it to be a big deal. So I'll give an example that's closer to my actual area that I've worried about in the past and then realized kind of stupid. In America, I'll get to that. Thanks for asking the question. I'll get to it after I finish this thought. In San Francisco, there's like a lot of anti-Asian crime that I think if you were to go live there as an Asian person, you'd be making a mistake. At least, unless you have to. But like if you... I'm not going to say you're making a mistake. It'd be wrong not to consider it. But if you're just going for like a vacation in San Francisco, most likely, you're not going to just get jumped the one time you go. In the same kind of idea, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter. It's probably not going to be a huge deal for that 2 weeks you're there. Apologies if it is, though. And do I speak a lot of Japanese? I wish I spoke more, which is why I make more of an effort to do it on stream. But how do I say this? For how long was I in Japanese? 1, 2, 4-ish years of Japanese classes that I took in college and high school. After that, I've never been back to Japan. There was COVID and all that. I don't really get the chance, and I'm not like a super social person, so I have a hard time going out of my way to find those communities. I don't get the chance to speak a lot of Japanese regularly. I'd like to, and that's one of the reasons I speak so much of it on stream. I'll speak Japanese or English, whichever one's more comfortable for the viewer. But I don't have a lot of people to talk Japanese to regularly because I don't talk to that many people outside of my normal group of friends and family in the first place. But when I can, I speak Japanese, which is why if there's nobody in chat or whatnot, I'll generally like code swap between Japanese and English pretty freely. But if there's chat, then obviously I'll do whenever the chat is. Do I have friends? Sad question to ask, but fair. I have some friends. I just have a hard time making new ones, I would say. And yeah, if you want to learn Japanese, then highly recommend it. But yeah. Do I speak it? Like in my daily life? Is that the question? I don't know exactly when, but no, I don't really, because I don't really meet a lot of new people, so it's not that I don't have any friends, although admittedly the number's pretty low. It's more that I have a hard time meeting new people, and because those people don't speak Japanese, I just speak in English. Do I speak Spanish? No hablar español. I took Spanish for 2 years. Okay, so here's how my high school went. I got to high school and they told me I had to take a foreign language, right? I didn't start watching anime until after 10th grade started. So in my first 2 years, I took Spanish because that's what I kind of thought everyone took in English, in American high school. I thought everyone just takes Spanish, so I took Spanish. And then, right when my second year of Spanish started in 10th grade, I got into anime. So I had to finish the second year of Spanish, but I had already started, but now I had started taking interest in Japanese. So after 10th grade, 11th and 12th grade, I did Japanese. But I learned it. I took 2 years of it in high school. Could not really speak it now. It would have been nice if my retention was better, but because I don't have the same interest in like Spanish media, I guess, as Japanese media and all that. Anything I would have learned is just, I mean, I wasn't that good in the first place, so it's like kind of not that big a deal. But anything I would have learned, just forget it because I don't use it. And by now I know almost none. Like I'll know basic. That's not even true. So here's the other thing. I'm a bad student. So because I'm a bad student, my retention's very low. And there's a lot of things that I was supposed to learn. Yeah. I actually have a fun Duolingo story. I know somebody. Nice. I know somebody who was the former senior coder, software engineer of Duolingo. Because I know of Duolingo as the Yandere bird app, but I had already long known of it, even though I didn't use it. Oh wow. Very nice. Very worldwide. But oh god. Hey, you've been speaking a little bit. Is good. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I had already known of the app Duolingo as like a language app, and then I was talking to this friend I had who's like really good at software engineer, and I know him through various other communities. And I learned one time randomly that he was like the first coder. He was like one of the first 4 people on the Duolingo team before he moved on to different parts of his career. I was like, holy crap, now Duolingo is really big. So he's very successful, and that's cool. But yeah, that's like my, I don't know why I'm proud of it when all I do is know somebody who knows a lot of people and he happens to be important, but I still think it's cool. I always do this where I'll never finish these dang karaokes because I'm talking for like ever, which is fun. I just feel like I'm never gonna finish, but that's okay. Yeah, no, I agree. My problem, and a lot of people say don't learn anime or don't learn Japanese through anime, and I'll tend to agree, but I think you're gonna need some foundation before you start to learn a language. Do I have a British accent? I'd hope not. I'm not a huge fan of the British. I don't know if that's the patriot in me because I'm American, or I just have my gripes with... I mean, I don't have my gripes against English people. Maybe I'm just an obnoxious American that is not a super fan of like the French and the English, but I'm personally not... I generally... How do I even say this? Anyway, I hope I don't have a British accent. Anyway, what was I talking about? Me? The only 2 languages I speak are Japanese and English. If I was applying for a job, no, I wouldn't want to be forced to prove that I speak Spanish and actually can't. So, but if I were trying to appeal myself, I would say I know a little bit of Spanish, but that's just like factually incorrect right now. No, I appreciate it. Again, on the one hand, I do think about it sometimes like, damn, I'm like really slow. On the other hand, I enjoy speaking. I mean, I'll put it this way. If I didn't want to chat, I would just record and then I would upload a video of it. Which I want to do at some point as well, but I stream because like, you know, I get to chat. It's fun. No such thing as too many questions. Just remember, like, I'd much rather have a lot of questions rather than, you know, streams where I'll be playing a game for, I mean, obviously I'm not playing a game today, but I'll be playing a game for like 3 hours and really just running around the map, not talking to anyone, so. No worries on that end. And thank you for saying I was cool. Don't hear that all the time. But yeah. I think it's interesting, because I'm like not a... I don't want to say I'm not cool, because that'd just be like exposing my no confidence. So this is what I've been saying. So every day I do the New York Times puzzle games, word games. So far that's all I've been posting in terms of videos. But at some point, we'll see when, I want to post different stuff. I don't know. If it means anything, my whole account, I don't know about branding. My whole account was started as kind of like a vlog of like just the stuff I do on a daily basis. You know, like every day I do my word games. I probably won't show my face, but at some point I do want to do like hand cams because I've talked about it before. I got this Lego set from like a friend that I've always intended to build on stream, but I haven't gotten around to the setup because it's complicated. But I don't plan on showing my face, or if I do, I'll probably like wear a mask or something. But hand cams probably. Do I play Genshin? That's a good question. My brother's like a whale in Genshin. I didn't get into it during the first part, so I thought it'd be like kind of lame for me to get into it late. But I've been playing the recently released Wuthering Waves, and it's kind of, from what I can tell, it's kind of like Genshin. It's like a ARPG with gacha and waifus and gacha. So basically on days that I am not playing Mahjong or Karaoke, I'm playing Wuthering Waves, which is Genshin-like, but newer. It's Genshin-like, but newer, and I'm not as far behind. So to me, it makes more sense to start there than to jump into a new, like an old game that I'm behind on. But I don't know. I considered playing Honkai Star Rail, but when it came out, when Honkai Star Rail came out, the controls didn't allow you to use left-handed controls, and by the way, I'm a lefty, so that didn't work. If I like ASMR videos, not particularly. I don't know. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. It's Seiyuu. Today's the Seiyuu-related karaoke. My favorite Seiyuu, that's voice actresses in Japan, is Taketatsu Ayana. Love Taketatsu Ayana. I normally am not a fan of ASMR. I don't mind it, but the sensation of, but that sensation doesn't do anything for me. The sensation on my ears doesn't do anything for me. But there is one video that was uploaded like 6 years ago. It was a clip of Taketatsu Ayana from a radio show where she spoke in a soft voice, and it was only up for like 4 months. But then it got taken down. But that video was like, I love that video. And then I went on to Nico Doga and I found the video. So congratulations to me. So I think to me though, like, it's depending on who does the ASMR, and well, it depends on who does the ASMR, and I'm not into ASMR to begin with. It's mostly like if somebody I really like is doing the ASMR, then sure. But I'm not particularly swayed by it. Do I cosplay? It's a tough one. The short answer is no. The long answer is I have a lot of friends who used to cosplay, and I've worn costumes in the past. I've worn anime costumes in the past. But all of the cool stuff is kind of out of my range. So sometimes I'll do if you post a name, then it's okay. Prefer no links. Also keep it minimal, as in like if you have a person you want to recommend, then that's fine. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to prevent spam. You seem like a cool enough person, so trust you, but keep it in mind. Anyway, in terms of cosplay, I'll do a lot of, when I've gone to conventions in the past, I would do like, what's the word? Not budget cosplays, but kind of like low-level cosplay. For example, like, do you know Sora from No Game No Life? His shirt is really easy to make. Very tuber. I get your point, but yeah. Cool. Yeah. Although the only ASMR that I've really listened to is super ASMR, and that's not really ASMR. So but yeah, as for cosplay, it's like if you know Sora from No Game No Life, you just throw on a purple long sleeve shirt and a t-shirt on top of it. Okay, you're not really like, whether you're cosplaying or not is different than whether you're trying to portray the character that you want. So, not sure. But oh, my hair in real life? Yes, it's natural black. Sorry, I've never seen you ask that question, but yes. My hair, as of right now, is natural black. And I've never dyed it, so. My entire life, my hair's been a natural black. The only thing that's missing from my character model, actually two things. One is, obviously I prefer live 2D, and I'm still kind of working on that. But the only like real thing that about my VTuber that's not like, okay, there's three things. The only things that I feel like are missing from my VTuber model is live 2D and glasses. The only thing that's different from real life is, obviously, or not obviously, in real life my eyes are brown, but I like hyperchromia better. And then I wear glasses. That's something I've really been looking to try to add, but to not so good results. But yeah, I've considered dyeing my hair. I want to be I don't even necessarily know if I want to be more popular, but I want to be like more what's the word? Ikemen, I guess. I mean, probably dango. I'm not gonna abandon it like that. Anyway, I've done a lot of... Here, I'll go back to chatting, but I'll get a quote out. I swear, if I don't... I went over one of these times, and I did 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that was like kind of long. Don't worry, I'll go back to answering questions afterward, but I feel like I need to meet a quota of at least 3.5 hours. So... Is it true that my head gets super hot in the sun because it's black? Or, to rephrase the question, I guess. Is it true that black hair gets more hot in the sun? I've never thought about it that way. I've never thought about it that way. It's probably true because I believe... I mean, they tell you not to wear black shirts in the sun because of the way light reflects. Or maybe it's the reverse. But in that way, I believe scientifically the answer is yes. I've never really thought about it that way because I've never had any other hair color that... So it's just like a fact of being in the sun is normal amount of sweat and stuff. I don't know. I have no expertise there. I've sung the song before, but I'm gonna go back to it because it's basically the most popular. It's probably the most popular Seiyuu voiced song. And while I have people, I want people who know the song. So I'm gonna sing Renai Circulation. Don't worry, I'll be answering questions afterward. Or not answering questions. I'll respond to chat afterward like normal. But I just wanna. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish in 3 hours. No, I do not know Du Hast. I'm pretty unknowledgeable when it comes to knowledge outside of America and Japan. And vague parts of Korea and China. For the most part, my knowledge consists of America, or specifically the US of A, and Japan. But, alrighty. Feel free to comment, by the way, while I sing. I don't mind. I just won't answer until after I finish the song. But this song is a very popular one, so no worries. It's Renai Circulation by Hanzawa Kana. Most people, I think, would know this song. So, ikimasu! Renai Circulation. Hi. でもそんなんじゃダメ、もうそんなんじゃほら、心は進化するよ、もっともっと。Probably. I'll probably be streaming Wuthering Waves tomorrow. Gotta get the clap in there. Very famous beat. はい、いきます。言葉にすれば消えちゃう関係なら言葉を消せばいいやって思ってた恐れてただけどあれなんか違うかも千人に道の一歩から石のように硬いそんな石で地味に積もればなまたのレシコ死ぬ気でいや死ぬ気でふわふわりふわふわるあなたが名前を呼ぶそれだけで宙へ浮かぶふわふわるふわふわりあなたが笑っているそれだけで笑顔になる神様ありがとう運命のいたずらでも巡り会えたことが幸せなのでもそうなんじゃダメもうそうなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっとそんなのだやだねそんなんじゃまだ私のこと見ててねずっとずっと Yeah, I'll do the more popular of them while people are here to know the song. I missed the clap button. And I'll try to not mess it up. I love this song. 私の中のあなたほどあなたの中の私の存在はまだまだ大きくないことも分かってるけれど今こんな同じ瞬間共有してる時間地に積もれば山となでしこリアルシーキャーチェークラクラリクラクラるあなたを見上げたらそれだけで眩しすぎてクラクラるクラクラリあなたを思っているそれだけで溶けてしまう神様ありがとう運命のいたずらでも巡り会えたことが幸せなの恋する季節は欲張りサキュレーション恋する気持ちは欲張りサキュレーション恋する瞳は欲張りサキュレーション恋する乙女は欲張りサキュレーションふわふわりふわふわるあなたが名前を呼ぶそれだけで宙へ浮かぶふわふわるふわふわりあなたが笑っているそれだけで笑顔になる神様ありがとう運命のいたずらでも巡り会えたことが幸せなの Oh, there's more. でもそんなんじゃダメ、もうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっとそうそんなんじゃやだねそんなんじゃまだ私のこと見てねずっとずっとはい Renai circulation でした That was Renai circulation I'm sure that honestly I think more people know of Renai circulation than know of Monogatari series which is weird because Renai circulation is just an opening in the Monogatari series but actually more people might know Hanazawa Kana than the series, which is crazy. Actually, that's not that crazy. But more people will know the Renai circulation than Hanazawa Kana. That's not important. I forgot how hard that song was to sing, even though I feel like it was one of the first things that I tried to learn because the song came out a long ass time ago. I remember being in high school, me trying to like sing it and thinking it was quick. And now, this is on the slower side of songs. I always try to sing a song called Fake Land by Fake Type. That song is impossible. That song is impossible to sing. I've tried. I'll try on stream at some point. It's going to be a failure. I'm just going to let you know. That's cool that you're metalhead and love that song. I don't really listen to metal. Frankly, I don't really listen to anything that isn't J-pop or K-pop nowadays. And I don't even listen to that much K-pop. But for the most part, I listen to mostly... Actually, I'd say 80 or 90% of the songs I listen to are J-pop. And the remaining like 10 to 20% is K-pop. And then there's like a less than 1% of songs that are like American pop that I randomly listen to one time just because it's like in a grocery store or something. But for the most part, I don't listen to that much non-J-pop. But for some reason, I can tell you like almost all of the openings that are coming out this year. So that's cool. Oh, by the way, I missed something up. Du hast means I have. I see. Hello. Good to see you. Today is a lively day. These days are always fun. And this is not a complaint. It's to say that I appreciate when people do show up and it's not an expectation that I... You know what? I'm talking too much. But you know what I mean. But yeah, it's always fun to be able to chat. Even if it means going long on stream. By the way, I'd prefer you finish Hanamochi or just say Kibi. Kibi-kun's fine. No, I'm certainly not a metalhead. When I say that I listen to like 80 or 90% J-pop, the rest being K-pop or like 1% of like convenience store elevator music pop songs, American pop songs, I really mean like if you told me name a metal song, I don't think I could do it. Like it's that lacking. Oh, and am I going to stream tomorrow? I'll probably be streaming Wuthering Waves. Which reminds me, I need to log in and get my dailies today. I'll do that at some point. I'll do that like after the stream. But yeah. Yeah, respectfully, the next karaoke that I do that's not in Japanese is gonna either be K-pop or some sort of English thing. I'm not. J-pop. Very clearly J-pop. Like, I think I might have sung maybe 4 non-Japanese songs if you include all of my anti-Valentine's Day stream, all of my 16 at this point Japanese karaoke streams. I might have sang like 3 or 4 songs that are not Japanese. If I had to guess, those songs are Cupid, the English version, Perfect Night, which is an English K-pop song, or maybe Gods. I doubt that I sung it, but I might have. But I don't really do non-Japanese songs. It's just not, as the young kids say, it's not in my bag. That's what the young kids say, right? I still want to be hip and trendy. That's the term, right? Yeah. Cupid is a K-pop song by 50/50. And then the twin version is the one that they did because it got super popular. So I gave a second chance to Cupid. Now I'm left here feeling stupid. The one time I remember singing that song is fucking Valentine's Day. I know it's still a long ways away, but Valentine's Day... Actually, I'm gonna get into this, so I'm gonna apologize in advance. Every year, it's like one of the reasons I created the channel. I like Cupid as a song. Some people might find it annoying, but that's fine. I don't care, really. But I'm gonna get into this story, so sorry, but it is what it is. One of the reasons I even created this channel, I probably created this channel like beginning of 2022 and started streaming and started uploading videos in 2023 in August, almost last year, and then started streaming January of this year. But I think one of the main reasons I created this channel was to stream on Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is by far and away my least favorite holiday, because I've always been single for all those Valentine's Days, and I'm like Menhera and lonely and all that other stuff. So for me, Valentine's is a very sore subject, but that's why I stream, because, you know, in hopes of reaching somebody else who might not be paired on Valentine's Day and being able to like commiserate together, I guess, rather than be on my own and miserable and sad and alone. And then my friends will come in, they'll console me and all that. So every year for 3 or 4 years, I've always did a stream on Valentine's Day to like I guess cope. Like my name, Hanamochi Kibi. Hi. 皆さん、こんきびです。Hanamochi Kibi です。そういうそのままでいいです。でも、キビくんって呼んでいいよ。You can just call me キビくん。そういうまま、このままでいいよ、キビくんって。最近名前を変えたので、そういう方が自然って感じなので、キビくんって呼んだら嬉しいです。So like, actually, I always knew like Kibi-kun because I've told you about like dango being like a prominent part, and for me, this is just like a very random fact, but one of the many kinds of dangos is called kibi dango, or dango on a stick, and I don't know. Also, I just like Kibi. Sounds cute. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, so yeah, thank you though. I mean, I came up with it, so I'm glad that I'm not, delusional. I was actually talking with Estela-san about yesterday. We're talking about what were we talking about? Oh, about being Delulu. And I was just talking about how I feel like I'm just like exceedingly Delulu. I just feel very like out of it. Yeah, thank you. I definitely like this VTuber, I'd say. Yes. You've walked into the Delulu zone. My condolences. But we're glad to have you. Thank you for complimenting the character. Yes, Delulu's the Solulu. I should use that more often. That's a good quote. But yeah. So I designed this character, not designed this character. There's like a program that you can literally like almost build a VTuber by like, I've described it like RPG character creation. Like if you ever played Monster Hunter, it's like that, but you get a little bit more, in my opinion, choices. So that's what I've used to create this character. And even though like I want to eventually upgrade to like live 2D, so like a 2D model, I probably would keep most of the features the same. Maybe change the outfit. I like the blue hoodie, but it's a little bit basic. So maybe change the outfit, but otherwise I definitely want to keep the, and add glasses. But I definitely keep eye color, hyperchromia. And I have no issues with the rest of it. So. But at some point, my goal is to upgrade to live 2D. So I talk about my friend Dave all the time. My friend Dave is somebody who's like one of my closest friends. Honto? Arigato. I always get really like, what's the English word for it? Tenemasu. I guess a little embarrassed, like, what's the word? Not specifically embarrassed. Yeah, that's actually, I'm glad you point that out because that was like intentionally the choice. So, and as I've said multiple times, Dango makes me happy. That's why my whole design. But yeah, I always get like abashed. What's the word? It's not like straight up embarrassed, but like a little bit. What's the word? Yeah, I can't think of a different word than abashed when I hear somebody's doing fan art because yeah, shy, exactly. Oh, hello, Jun-san. But yeah, shy, exactly. I get like shy when I hear about fan art because to me it's like so cool, and it doesn't even have to be like how do I say this in a way that's not like y'all suck at that? No, because that you don't. That's not the point. But even if you were to, it would still be like really cool. How do I say that in a way that doesn't make it sound bad? Like, this is not to say that the art is bad, but it doesn't matter if the art is like the best of all time or like just, I mean, it's fan art, right? I just think that the concept is so cool and it makes me a little blush to when I hear about it. Very nice warm feeling. I'm talking about how when I hear somebody drawing a fan art, it makes me shy, as given to me. Very good word there. By the way, I forgot to say, because fan art's very cool. 本当？ありがとう。I didn't formally announce it, but I do have. I was trying to figure out what to make the fan tag for fan art. It's on my Twitter. It's Kibi Illustrations, or not illustrations, but irasto. Because in Japanese, irasto is just like the short form for illustrations. Should it be Kibi like illustrates? Irasto? Because in Japanese it's irasto. I don't. I tried making a Discord and then it failed miserably. And I realized that I can't keep up with the Discord. How do some people keep up with having a Discord? I'm not good at it. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it occurred to me that like, I don't know, maybe I just thought I'd fuck it up. But I saw like, I mean, this is just not even VTuber related, but I did see this one thing that's like, nowadays there's like 100 different apps to talk to like 1,000 different people, and it's just hard for me to keep up with it all. So when I tried to make the Discord, it just really didn't work, and I said, sorry, it ain't gonna work. 本当ありがとう。照れちゃいますよね。本当。Yeah. But yes. So, but as for like fan art tag on Twitter, it's Kibirasto. Or Kibirasto in Japanese. It's so hard to keep up with social media. It's one thing if like, I don't know. It's also hard because it's like, I want to be like available, but at some point it's also hard to keep up with all. But thank you so much for joining. Good night. マリアさん。というわけで、まあ、配信終わらないよ。まだ続く。Thank you! ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。確かに。オーストリアの時差は何でしたっけ？確かに。これの真ん中ですよね。そうですね。まあ、本当に、まあ、話すがめっちゃ楽しんでいますけど、Oh, I can explain that. I was actually talking to my brother about this like earlier today. But in Japanese, it's a system that uses a lot of like politeness and honorifics. So chan is one of the many honorifics. I was actually talking to my brother about like how many honorifics there are in Japanese. I don't know about your culture, but even in America, like in Asian American culture for me, I've never called an uncle or aunt or somebody who is of an older generation than me by their first name. Or if I do, it's Mr. The closest I've done to calling somebody by their real name if they're older than me is like Mr. John. Different cultures wildly differ. I know that even in America, for like white Americans, for like Caucasian Americans, it's normal to just call, you know, trying to think of an example. Call a friend's mom by their first name. But I would never do that. So if my friend was named, let's say my friend is named, give me a name. My friend's named Dave. And my friend's, let's say my friend's last name is Smith. So my friend's Dave Smith, and my friend's mom's name, let's call her Laura Smith, okay? Apparently in like Caucasian American culture, it's normal to just call that friend's mom Laura. But like, I will almost always call them Mrs. Smith. This is all to say that in Japanese, there's even more rules on like honorifics, and Chan is just one of the many known honorifics. But if I were to if there was a guy named Suzuki in Japanese, in like Japan, and I were to address him, I wouldn't call him just, hey Suzuki, I would say, Suzuki-san. Chan is a more casual one. So it'll be generally for somebody younger than me. So if I have like a younger cousin, I might call them Kana-chan. It's also more endearing. That is to all just say that it's an honorific that's, Chan in particular is a cute honorific used for generally younger people. Anyway, I went into a really long rant about honorifics because I get passionate about Japanese. Anyway. はい、ケイラさん。おはよう。It's not that simple, but you can kind of look at it that way. San is generally reserved for everyone. Chan is it's Chan versus Kun for more familiar. For example, though, I'd call all you san. So Maria-san, Keira-san, and Estela-san. 全部さん付けしますけど、気楽に組んでいいよ。俺にとっては。Well, for me, Kun and Chan are more familiar. So it's generally like, if you have a closer relationship, I don't want to be like all formal and be Kibi-san. So I'll be addressing all of you guys as san, pretty much unilaterally. But I just want to be called Kibi-kun because it's familiar and it's, I think it's cuter. But yeah, it's generally Chan for more familiar girls, Kun for more familiar boys, San in general, and especially for older. And then also the other honorific positions you should know about are positions of power. So if you're just a very important person in general, 本当にありがとうございました。So obviously you would know about like shacho, kaicho. Those would be like your presidents of like a company or a club or whatever. So you would add you would show them their respect as the president of a club with those, by recognizing that they are the leader of the club. If you were in a gang, or if you were like from a different time period, then there's other honorifics. It's not that important though, once you get that far back. Alright, 整理します。What should I sing next? I'm still trying to figure it out. I didn't decide yet. I have all these, I started off hot because I had a lot of like, very popular Seiyuu songs, but then I realized it's actually kind of hard to find songs specifically sung by the voice actors themselves. はい。ぎゅーっとハグします。はい。まあ、次はSee, normally, if no one's in chat, everyone group hug. みんなでハグして。みんないいから。Okay, so like when it's just me, I breeze through like 10 songs in like hour 30 minutes. If I get distracted, sometimes it's like 2 hours. I'm just like uber distracted. I've sung 3 songs in an hour and 30 minutes. Now, I will be doing one more. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot more songs, hopefully. I'm going to be trying to. ごめん。また今度でできるけど、今日は無理。Sorry, I don't mind taking recommendations, but today, I have it kind of planned for like all voice actor songs. So it's a little more difficult. But maybe at some point. Again though, like I don't really do English songs, so ちょっと無理. It's a little bit like difficult. いつかね、英語の縛りしますので、楽しみにしてください。すいませんね。Sorry. I don't want to say I plan all of them out, but I generally have like an idea of which ones I'm going to do based on a theme. So like, because today's is all about voice actresses, I've been talking about a lot about like voice actors and voice actresses recently. And I really am a fan of like those. So, let me just search something up. Maybe I can do something. Just give me a second. I love Yoasobi. Don't get me wrong, okay? I love Yoasobi. But Yoasobi is not a voice actress. Would you mind if I instead do Sainwa B? Or is this more about Yoasobi and less about Oshinoko? Because that's the compromise I can make. I've done Idol before, by the way. It's a really good song. I love Idol. In fact, I love Yoasobi. Yoasobi might be my favorite singer. Yoasobi might be my favorite singer over the last like 5 years. And Idol might be second or third only to like Yoru ni Kakeru and Gunjo. So I love Idol, but because I chose to do all Seiyuu songs, it would be a little more difficult. But if I can do Sainwa B, by the way, I have no idea. I've never tried to sing this song, but I'm gonna give it a shot because it is sung by Takashi Rie, and Rie is awesome. I love Rie. So let's do that. I might suck, but we kind of already know that already. So will you give me the pass? Sainwa B です。はい。B 小町のSainwa B。それが高橋玲のB 小町Sainwa B です。はい、行きたいと思います。行きます。Sainwa B。あなたのアイドルSainwa B。チュッ。うらおい、うらおい、うらおい、うらおい。B 小町、ふふ。Come on, ふふようやく会えたね嬉しいね街を惜しくて愛そばと渡しながら今日楽しみでねななかったよ 俺も緊張なんかしてる場合じゃない。1分1秒無駄になんてできないさ。始めましょう。君もお待ちどうさま。手を鳴らせ、いらっしゃいませ。好きが集まる場所へようこそ。日常は黒くの中、ここに来たらなるほど。皆さん人がには関係ない。箱が大きい小さなことが気にしない。ちゃんと見えてる君のサイリウム。今太くては飛ぶような小さなそういうのだけど、私を押してくれるのならバクレスをあげる。あなたのアイドルサインはビーチュ。ありがとうございました。特に単語のことめっちゃ好きです。はい、いきます。ビーコンマッチふふ。あいつは俺が育てたね。将来自慢してほしいよ。こうしちゃいらない。君と暇を楽しまなきゃ。引きこもりも瞳いし、普段と違う顔見せてよ。みんな兄弟調子どうだい。なりふり気が回らずに。そう人に笑われていても関係ない。周りがどっかことしない。集中強すぎ君のサイリウム。たとえ世界が私を拒んで一人ぼっちを感じたとしても、あなたが味方でいてくれたら怖いものはないよ。めっちゃむずい。 And thank you for all the cheers. Especially like the dongos. Be command, hoo hoo. Be command, hoo hoo. 見てよ何か始まる君との物語が。なんて素晴らしい景色だ。人がような今いな関係ない。箱が大きい小さな時にしない。本当見えてる君のサイリウム。今太くて飛ぶような小さな才能だけど、私を押してくれるのならあなたが味方でいてくれたらバクレスをあげる。あなたのアイドルサインはビーチュ。ちょっと噛んでしまいましたが、まあいいかなと思います。はい、サインは B でした。めっちゃいい曲です。 Thank you for the recommendation on your I guess Oshinoko. I really like that song. I struggle with the fast parts. I've talked about it before, but there's fast. I mean, I feel like I can speak Japanese, but my enunciation in terms of just like singing is bad. So there's some parts of songs that are just too fast for me. In particular, and I've brought this up earlier too, it's not one that I plan to sing because it's not Seiyuu and it's like not in my bag. But Fake Land by Fake Type is nearly impossible for me. I'm so bad at that because I tried it. I've practiced it to try to do it before. It's too fast. It's way too fast. So I still struggle with that, but still enjoyable. So thank you. サインは B でした。At some point, I'm just gonna go back and do like normal songs and take recommendations, and it'll be like less constrictive. So, but because I already planned it out as like Seiyuu Day, and I like Seiyuus, kind of a selfish me day for karaoke. Me choosing whichever songs I remember from Seiyuu. But yeah, I guess I should ask. Just to see if maybe any of these may ring a bell for in terms of series. If you know, I can do. If you know ReZero and you still like Riri, I have Stay Alive. I have Gotobun no Katachi no Kimochi. If you like quintessential quintuplets. I have. If you like Bunny Girl Senpai, I have Fukashigi no Karte. Of course, I know Satoru Gojo. I never finished my thought about that. About like my bad habit with shonens. I have a bad habit with shonens where, well, really any long series, but specifically shonens, where if something's really popular, I might watch the first season of it when it's coming out, and then it'll have a movie, right? So in Demon Slayer's case, it was Mugen Train. In Jujutsu Kaisen's case, it was Jujutsu Kaisen 0. And I do this thing where the movie comes out in Japan, and I never watch it. And I forget about the series until after the second season's already coming out. And by that point, I'm like, well, now I'm too far behind. And also, like, did I really like it enough to go back and figure out what was happening beforehand? And it was a good series, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, not sure. So I do that with a lot of shonen in particular. And most recently in particular, Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, both of them. I remember watching the first season thinking, well, this is decent. And then, like, the movie comes out, I don't see it. The second season comes out, haven't watched the movie, and it's just late. But of course I know of Satoru Gojo. In fact, Satoru Gojo's voice actor, Yuichi Nakamura, he is the voice actor for the main character of my favorite show of all time. I talked about it like 1,000 times, but my favorite anime of all time is Clannad After Story. It's the reason for all the dongos. The main character of that series is Tomoya, and Tomoya is voiced by Yuichi Nakamura. Yuichi Nakamura voices Gojo. Fun little Seiyuu lesson there because it's the Seiyuu stream. So yeah, do I like Satoru Gojo? Yeah, he's cool. I think maybe a little bit overhyped, but still cool. Kanroji's a little bit more difficult, but of course I know Nezuko. I'm sure I'll know the other guy if you. I know he's from Demon Slayer. I'm sure I'll know Mitsuru Kanroji if I look it up. Oh, it's her. Oh, is it her? Oh, yeah. Of course I know this character. Mitsuri is voiced by Hanazawa Kano, who I already told you, like Renai Circulation. Same person. And Nezuko is voiced by Kito Akari, or I guess silenced by Kito Akari, but still, point stands. Yes, I like all three of their voice actors. All three of them are very good. Probably my favorite of them is Hanazawa Kana or Kito Akari, because I generally follow female voice actors more than male voice actors. But again, can't be understated that my favorite character, or my favorite anime of all time, had the main character voiced by the same person as Satoru Gojo. Anyway, I can get into like really deep discussions about voice actors. I was in it for like the deep end for like a good solid 2 or 3 years. So I was the truly weird, the Lulu weird one. Of course I know. Yes, I know the main characters of the show, even though I haven't watched the show in a while. But yes, no, I mean, if you want to talk about Seiyuu though, I can go deep, like really deep. I was part of the Delulu crowd. I was part of, I did shipping one time. That was a crazy saga. So yes, I'm so. Okay, I'm gonna do another one to see if I can catch up. Let's see. Do you know of Gotobun? Gotobun no Hanayome? Quintessential quintuplets? I'm not even sure I want to do this one. I'll skip it actually. I did a makeup one. It's a good one. Do you know Bunny Girl Senpai? Actually, I'm just gonna do it because it's the song I want to sing. Me. That's me. 俺が歌いたいやつは不可思議のカルテ。Okay, can I admit something? Okay. For 不可思議のカルテ. This is the ending for Bunny Girl Senpai. Bunny Girl Senpai is great. It's actually might be my brother's favorite show of all. No, wait, sorry. Let's rewind that. I'm gonna go into Ototokun Saga. My brother, he doesn't dislike anime. He likes anime. He hasn't watched anime in a long time. His favorite anime of all time is Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san. But his favorite character of all time is probably Sakurajima Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai. It's very good. I highly recommend it. It has a lot of the like fantastical and also like badass elements, or maybe not badass elements, it's the word for it. It has a lot of the elements that are very good at pulling you in, but it doesn't have as many of the pitfalls that I feel a lot of the shows. Okay, how do I put this? I think it's a good mainstream show in the way that it appeals to a lot of people, but it doesn't do a lot of the things that some of the in my opinion, a lot of the shows that get overhyped, or not, maybe not overhyped, what's the word I'm looking for? I prefer when shows stick to their strengths and not play into like what's popular as much. It's great if it is popular. And that's where like, my example is Frieren is probably my favorite anime that's come out in the last year. Not counting sequels, Hibiki Euphonium's maybe one of my top 4 favorite anime of all time. But Frieren is amazing because it does almost nothing wrong. Now, are there a lot of shows that I like better than it? Sure, I mean not a lot, but there are some. But what I think spectacular about Sousou no Frieren is it does almost nothing wrong. And it has wide appeal. And I think that's super valuable. To a lesser degree, Bunny Girl Senpai is there as well. I highly recommend it. But the other thing about this, the song, Fukashigi no Karte, I've tried to sing it in the past. I got a warning, not like a copyright strike or anything, but I got a warning saying that I can't monetize it, which I don't make money off this anyway, so it was no bother to me. But, or maybe it was blocked in like Russia or something. But Fukashigi no Karte, it's because I took an instrumental of it. But then recently, in the last month, one of the karaoke YouTube channels that I use uploaded like a karaoke version. So let's see if this gets past YouTube-kun's copyright filter. We'll see. But I definitely want to sing this song, so it's going to work out anyway. That'd be Fukashigi no Karte from the end. It's the ending to Bunny Girl Senpai. The song is amazing. I love it. So, 始めたいと思います。不可思議のカルテ。いきます。語らない、眠れない、とろい未来。あなたの見てる正体。誰も読めないカルテ。不可思議知りたいだけ。嘘も現実もどっちも真実だったの本当よ今日も一人ごと何を無理をしないで私愛されたいうやむやさよなら軽いめまい あなたのいない現象界誰も読めないカルテ知識溢れ出して I agree, I love Kimi no Se. There's just one problem. I can't find an online YouTube version. Karaoke version, sorry. ことを世界ぞいつも噛み合わないの痛くて毎夜願い事何も疑わないで混ざり溶け合いたいたわいない変わらない理由存在あなたと残す後悔誰も読めないカルテ不約愛繰り返して The other song that I've really looked for, because I like the Peggies a lot, or when they were, I liked the Peggies a lot, but 正しい夢は悲しい声は美しい疑わしい羨ましいねどれ語らない眠れないとろい未来あなたの見てる正体誰も読めないカルテ不可思議知りたいだけ終わらないことはないとろい未来あなたとまた来後悔誰も読めないカルテ知識まっすぐ口ねのうち不可思議知りたいだけはい不可思議のカルテでした本当に好きです。不可思議のカルテ。I really like 不可思議のカルテ。Kimi no Se is also really, really good. But what I was trying to explain is, whatchamacallit? There's no YouTube karaoke version of Kimi no Se. So, I can't get it. I can't sing it until I get one. Or until I buy Damn, but kind of expensive. The other one I've really looked for is Centimeter. By the Peggies for Rent a Girlfriend, Karaoke. It's the one that's 運命なんて言えないあと何センチ近づけばいいの君は君とダダダダダダダダダダダ君の姿を And then they do the dance. Or not the dance, the TikTok dance. The one where you use your fingers and you like make hearts and stuff. What's one song that I really love? Probably my all-time favorite song is Yore ni Kakeru. It's kind of basic, but I actually didn't like when it went viral on TikTok because I thought it almost diminished the song when it was made into a meme. Like, don't take this too serious because to me it was just neither here nor there. But I kind of wish that it was just a song that got popular on TikTok rather than the meme of like me and my homies vibing out to Japanese songs, the song's actual lyrics, and then it goes into like the suicide parts. Or I guess the parts that are blocked by YouTube-kun. But I liked the song before or after, so it just like, to me it diminished the value of like its popularity a little bit. But that song's one of my favorite. A lot of Yoasobi songs really stick with me. I'll put it this way. The only two times so far that I've done artist-specific karaokes are Yurushka and Yoasobi. In terms of pure music, For Yoasobi, it's Yori ni kakeru. For Yorushka, it's... For Yorushka, I'm not sure. It's either Haru or Itten. Or maybe, what's it called? Not dramaturgy, what is it called? 雨の匂いが美しくなるのはなんでなんでしょうか? I can't think of it. Hitchcock, that's what it's called. I've really been liking that song a lot. But if I had to guess, Haru and Yoru ni Kakeru are in pretty tight contention. Those are his songs, but I'll put it this way. I'm having the Seiyuu karaoke because I like Seiyuus. I've said multiple times my favorite Seiyuu of all time is Taketatsu Ayana. Voice of Azunyan in K-On!, voice of Nino in Gotobun, voice of Kirino in Oreimo. So one of my all-time songs is it's just kind of a random song. I'll put it that way. And that song is called... It's a little up in the air, but it's either Rice to Meet You or Calorie Queen. And I'm going to say this. Neither of those songs even come close to as good as the Yoasobi and Yorushka songs. But because I'm like an idol fan, and I'm a fan of this particular idol, back in the day, those were like songs that I listened to all the time. Just because of the person singing it rather than the quality of the actual music. It's a good song, but it's clearly not Yoasobi Yorushka level. So, in terms of idol music, that's definitely high up there. Last week I did Love Live songs. I talked about how much I liked Bokutachi wa Hitotsu no Hikari. That sounds really cool because, to give a spoiler, it's a song made by a group of 9 people in Love Live, and they put each of their names into the song, which was really cool. It's one of my favorite like Easter eggs, I guess. It's not even an Easter egg, but like maybe tidbits, I guess, of that song. So yeah. I don't have any particular bias toward a Sanrio character, but I do like Sanrio. So I'm not like big into My Mellow or Cinema Roll. Is My Mellow? Is My Melodies is yeah, kind of. So I don't really particularly like Hello Kitty, Kuromi, My Melody, Pom Pom Pudding, Cinema Roll. I don't have any specific bias to any of them, but I do like them. Like, I like Sanrio. Yeah, I do like Cinema Roll. I mean, like I said, I like all of them, but I don't have any particular, like, bias. Like, I wouldn't go out and buy a bunch of Kuromi stuff. But, you know, I'd go out and buy, like, a mask with Tuxedo Sam on it. Or I think I've seen my brother wear a Sanrio t-shirt with all the characters on it. I'm like, that's pretty cool. But I would not consider myself a Sanrio otaku. So distracted. It's just fine. Tsugi wa subject from school. I haven't been in school for a long ass time. There's a couple different ways to look at it. The obvious answer is Japanese. For obvious reasons. You take that away. I was a philosophy major. There's pros and cons to it. I wouldn't recommend it, but I enjoyed it when I took the classes. If you're talking about conventional school subjects, writing, English, not... In America, it's called English class. It's actually writing class. Because you don't actually learn English after 5th grade because they just assume you know English. But anyway. Yeah, I'd say general school subject, writing. Actual, of all subjects, Japanese. And when I took college classes, philosophy classes were fun. I don't even know what song I want to sing next. I kind of practice this song. Do this one. The problem is no one's gonna know this song. I read a lot of manga, but I haven't read manga in a while because updates are kind of inconsistent. Recently, I have been reading a lot of light novels, which I know is not a super common hobby, but if I were to recommend a light novel, I strongly believe you have to read there's 2 light novels that I highly recommend you read. There's a lot more, but in my opinion, there's 2 all-timers. And they're very similar, and this is gonna expose... Actually, these are web novels, but this is gonna expose my taste. クラスで2番目可愛い女の子と友達になった. It's a web novel called I Became Friends with the Second Cutest Girl in My Class. Excellent. Highly recommend. Might be my favorite web novel of all time. It's either that or a very popular one. What is it called? Something... 隣の天使が俺をダメ人間にされていた件. It's The Angel Next Door, something, something, something. Both of those are excellent. They're both slow burn romances, which is exactly my type. And highly recommend both of them if you're into reading. There's a bunch of other ones, but those are the strong 2 recommendations. For manga, favorite manga of all time is probably Sangatsu no Lion. That or, and this isn't, okay. There's also a manga/light novel that I believe is one of the best pieces of art ever created, because I don't even really consider it a manga or a light novel, even though there is it's not even a light novel. There's a novel out of it, and there is a 18-chapter manga for it. But I don't consider it either a novel or a manga, because in my opinion, it is just one of the greatest pieces of art ever created. And that is called 寿命を買い取ってもらった1年につき1万年で. The English title for it is I Sold My Life for 10,000 Yen per year. There is a manga form for it. There is a novel for it called 3 Days of Happiness. I don't consider it a novel specifically or a manga because I just consider it literally one of the greatest pieces of art ever created, in my opinion. I cannot recommend it any higher. So yeah, that aside, other anime, I mean, I like Bokura wa Mina Kawaii, so I love Real Life. Real Life's on there. But I don't read that much manga, so not sure. Okay, I'm gonna sing a true otaku song. And by that I mean, I'm not sure if any of you guys are gonna have heard this song before today. But I spent a little bit of time making sure I could sing it if I had to, so I'm gonna sing it because in the first place, there's not that many like super popular Seiyuu songs left on my list anyway. So by the way, that song is called Give Me Revolution. And it's a song by Seiyuu voice actress Uchida Maya. Another one of my favorites. She has a lot of online moves. Highly recommend her. Looking her up. But Give Me Revolution. This is actually I'm not sure I can sing the song, but I'm still gonna try it. Because I tried to at least learn it if I had to. Also, if you've ever heard of the anime Gonna Be the Twin Tails, I've never watched it, but it's the opening for it. Probably not that good. I haven't heard insane things about it. I haven't heard terrible things about it. It's a 10-year-old song. Holy shit. I don't remember it being that old. Anyway, Give Me Revolution. Very popular Uchida Maya song, if you even know who Uchida Maya is. Hai, ikimasu. Give Me Revolution. And this song's very fast, so I'm gonna just give my yes. Why, 君に問いたいその熱い情熱の進化. This song's very fast. I'm just gonna see if I can do it my best. パンパパパ待って違和感の理由恋じゃまだ弱いな100通りの好きが飽和してもなりたいのは only one 思わず成長してこの闇は卒業君がちゃんと振り向いてくれたらきっとそれが完成形理屈じゃないとかどこかで読んだ言葉より目いっぱい背伸びしたい初めての挑戦かもね Going says Tell me why 君に問いたいその熱い情熱の進化そう君が君である存在が語るミラクルベイビーねもっと知りたいこの胸が高鳴る君ほや恋さよりよがしちゃう嵐革命の旅館今日も SOS 駆けつけてきてのヒーローレスキュー Wait, you actually love this song? I wasn't expecting that. すはチェックチェックテストオーライ君の言い分気なんか腑に落ちちゃったいろんな自分会えないままなんて一人ぼっちと変わないし理解は後からめくるめいたどうしたらいいアスコお願いね二人なら何でもできそう You're my hero Take me high 君と目指すのあのあるか情熱のパラダイスもう君が君でなきゃこの星がピンチなんだよねいつか言わせてときめきが生み出す言葉それは愛ともリンクしちゃう大人未満私の革命 Wow Go go どっち Oh my god Okay Come on行くよいつも前はが最高でしょ Ready go I have to say though, the song's really fast. I love the song, but it's so fast. It's not quite faked land, but still. ねえ教えて聞かせてこれからどうなるのこれ以上ないくなときめきが獲得しちゃうよ目覚めてく私たちだけの形 Tell me why 君に問いたいその熱い情熱の進化そう君が君である存在が語るミラクルねもっと知りたいこの胸が高鳴る仕組みもはや恋そういうがしちゃう新しい革命の予感今日も SOS 駆けつけてきてねヒーローレスキュー It's so fast はい Give Me Revolution でした I was really not expecting you to know this song, but maybe it's more popular than I think. I'll say this. I guess I don't associate it with being popular because I've only ever heard this literally like by her performance. I don't really listen to this song as like a pop song, you know? But it's cool that you know it. I remember like, so here's the thing. Uchida Maya was one of the first people to have an online concert during COVID, during the pandemic. And I remember buying it and it was like 60 or 70 bucks, but it was so worth it. And she invited a guest. It was awesome. Especially because like, what else could you do? It was COVID. So I just love Uchida Maya. I'm surprised, but like happily surprised that you know the song. That's very cool. And then, you know, obviously I enjoy it, so. I'm gonna be honest, I expected to be singing a song like a idol otaku song that no one knows. So I think it's cool that I wasn't. The song is really good though. It was never a knock. It's just truly just didn't expect it. Maybe I can chain it with another song you may or may not know. Now I gotta figure out which one's like, yeah. Or am I a big fan of doing karaoke? Yeah. I'll put it this way. I don't consider myself very good at singing, so if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it. In fact, actually, growing up, and this might be one of the reasons, I don't know. Maybe it's too blaming of other people to say it this way. But growing up, this might have been one of the reasons that I didn't do like karaoke, singing instruments growing up, is because I knew that I was bad at all of that stuff growing up. And my dad just kind of accepted it, not just accepted it and said like, but also said like, yeah, none of the men in our family know how to do any of this shit. So I just kind of assumed that I couldn't do it. And then I realized later that because I enjoy the song, I enjoy doing the karaoke. But then I also suck at it. But then part of trying to build confidence is this is ultimately my channel, and I hope and enjoy when other people enjoy. But ultimately, if I like doing a karaoke, I'm just gonna do a karaoke. That's how I decided on it. And because I like doing Japanese karaoke, it's just as much as possible doing it every week since the start of the year. Missing every once in a while for various things, but for the most part. Doing the karaoke on Saturdays. And if I wasn't a fan of doing it, then I wouldn't do it. I don't think do I draw? Absolutely not. I wish I could. I know friends that can, but I can't. I've tried before. I can do stencil. But no, I can't draw my own stuff. To me, people who can are incredible. In fact, if I could, I would already have my own live TV by doing it myself. But I'll leave that to the experts, because I remember taking an art class in high school. I remember it being really fun, but then realizing that all the other people, because it's an elective. Thank you. Hopefully I'll build confidence in myself, but I appreciate you saying that because, you know, getting the affirmation from other people helps. But yeah, as for drawing, I remember like being in an art elective class just because I had to take a VPA, a visual performing art, and I took an art class just because it was the only one that wasn't full, and I distinctly remember being like, oh, I did a pretty good job, and looking around. And they're just like all these literal art students taking the class that like literally had like sellable art. And I'm like, the hell is this shit? But yeah. What's a song that I might not use? I can do that. Song that I might not do super good at. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure if it's legal for me to do this because, well, this video has 425,000 views, so I guess some people have used it. But this is like a very old karaoke, so I'm not sure if it's even like legal. But I'm gonna try it anyway. And if I get struck, then they'll probably not. I mean, I don't monetize the video, so it's probably not gonna be that big a deal. But I'm gonna try it. Yeah, that's probably safe enough. Anyway, I mean, I can't get in too much trouble if I'm not making any money off of it. So this is a song that I didn't realize would have a karaoke when I looked it up, but it did. So I was super excited when I saw it. And I'm not sure they're gonna allow me to do it ever again, but I'm gonna at least try today. And that would be French Tai from Gakugodashi. You may or may not know this anime. I'll talk about the anime a little after, but Gakugodashi no Friend Shitai. Very fun song. If I can just find my... Alrighty. Ready, steady, go. いきます。French Tai. めっちゃいい曲。It's a really good song. パーパーパーしたいならしたいならしたい時したいでしょ一緒にはい私たちはここにいますここには夢がちゃんとあるフレンドなら友達でしょそうだ好きって言ってみた大好き放課後なら当たり前のことさあさあ集まれこそり帰るなこら発動だね発動しちゃうね遊んでるじゃありませんただいまってあの子が言うよ仮みんなでいれば大丈夫ブエビデイセイ友達でよねしたいならしたい時したいでしょ私たちは楽しんでる24時間はしゃいでる屋上に真っ赤になったよかなり叫んでみた元気です私たちはここにいますここに夢がちゃんとあるフレンドなら友達でしょそうだ好きって言ってみたい大好きThis is the next part I struggle with. 金婚感の金かけこタイムいいえ私たちまだ帰れない部活動だね強しちゃうよ新入部員募集中ごめんねって小さく言うよ変化するほどほにゃらららネバーギブア最強になれるねしたいならしたい時したいでしょ一緒にはい私たちは告白する食べて眠って賢くなる校庭に涼風吹いて大きく手を振る私たちはここにいますここには夢がちゃんとあるフレンドなら友達でしょそうだ好きって言ってみたい大好きパパパパパパパパパパパパパパパラパラパパラパラパパパパパパパパパパみんながここに集まれば学校は特別になる今日が終わっても明日も笑顔で会えるね私たちはここにいますここには夢がちゃんとあるフレンドなら友達でしょ大好きありがとうタタタタタタはいフレンドしたいですフレンドしたいでした Does anyone remember that anime? I do. Crazy anime. The anime is Gakko Garashi School Live. Might be some people's thing. I remember it wasn't specifically my thing, but I didn't dislike it. Plus that song slaps. There's an early Minase Inori, an early Riri, and at the time, Taneda Risa was like a big name too. It's a fun song. There's a lot of songs that I feel like would be more fun though if you like had more people to like do the callouts. But then if you had more people to do the callouts, it might be a little like weird because then they're just kind of in the background. So you need somebody like, you need to be like at a karaoke place where you have some people who are like kind of watching in the background but like able to do the callouts. That'd be fun. I've considered going to a karaoke, like an actual karaoke place to do a karaoke stream before, but A, that requires setup, and B, that costs money. And C, I don't know if I would be able to like do everything perfectly. Consider it on the docket, but not super sure. Starting to finally make a little bit of progress. I'll probably finish in 3 hours. Which, I enjoy these streams, I enjoy the karaoke, but longer than 3 hours for karaoke is like a long time. My voice can only hold out for so long. And it's not really holding out in the first place, so. Okay, I'm just gonna spoil the song names now and you can say if you know any of them. Q&A Recital, Stay Alive, oh, cool. Like VTubers? Again, my bigger problem is like I'm kind of like it's kind of hard for me to like talk to new people. But maybe. I know one of my long-term goals that's not anywhere close to progress, but like really long-term goals, is to like actually collab just meaning stream at some point with like an actual Japanese creator. Because as is, it's great that I can speak Japanese, but I'm not going to speak Japanese to a bunch of, well, I'll speak some, but like for the most part, if my chat is in English, I'm going to speak in English. So. JP only stream. But if I do a JP only stream, if I do a Japanese only stream, and all of my viewers are English, then that's just bad marketing. Oh, I misread that. But thank you. You're gonna thank you for recommending me to other people. I have a hard time being pushy, but I appreciate it. That's fine. I've applied to be that, but I couldn't really get a position. I have considered doing like, well, I once looked for a job in Japan to teach English in Japan so that I can also leverage it kind of as a growth tactic, I guess. Like to if you remember Gundo Mide sensei, she never really leveraged it, but I feel like just being in Japan will give you a little bit more freedom and like, what's the word? Maybe more VTuber resources? For example, right? I've considered doing just normal gaming in Japanese. You know, I've considered doing, I mean, I play Valorant sometimes. I don't play it on stream, but I play Valorant sometimes. And I've considered speaking only in Japanese, seeing what happens, doing a video on it. But I'm in America, you know. no one's gonna understand. But, you know, if I was the Japanese, well, if I was the American or English speaking Japanese VTuber, then that gives you like, I don't want to say it gives you clout, there's a lot of those people, but it gives you a little bit more integration into a community, I feel. I think the biggest thing though is just talking to more people, not being as afraid to talk to new people. I'm just like, I wish I was able to do that more. Not in my personality, unfortunately. Costco. Pretty easily Costco. And in fact, I don't even think Costco versus Walmart's a fair comparison. I think Target Walmart's a fair comparison. Costco, like... If I'm being honest... Actually, I don't even think this is a debate. I think Costco pizza tastes better. Costco hot dog is better value. You get the drink. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But recently, Costco released a cookie that my parents really like, so that might account for something. I mean, I already decided on the last 3 songs, so. Unless somebody comes up with like a really good Seiyuu song that has a karaoke version. Like, you know what I really wanted to sing? I mean, yeah, that's Black Friday. That's different. But what I really wanted to sing was the current, like the newest Konosuba ending. Love that song. To me, it's like one of the best. To me, it's the best Konosuba ending. Hisashiburi ni atta kimi wa aikawarazu toいうか何一つ変わってないそんな風に見えた約束なんて苦しいことも I forget all of the lyrics, but the current Konosuba season's ending is excellent. Highly recommended. And it's by Seiyuu. So I would have sung it, but I couldn't find a karaoke version, so it was dead. Dream over. Maybe at some point. Maybe eventually. I've never seen... Well, Costco does sometimes have Black Friday sales, but they're not as robust as... Well, actually, one of the reasons I think is that Costco sales aren't as robust as, say, Walmart's, but that's also because they start at a lower price. So the sale price ends up very similar, even though Costco is less of a deal, because Costco starts out as more of a deal. Let's do this song. I'm not confident I can sing it, and I can sandwich it in between 2 more confident songs. So, ikimasu. This is hard to look at, but it's fine. The next song. Uzo. Yo. You know of Baby Sweet Berry Love? Very interesting song. I don't think there'd be one out yet, but there's the Nub Rub song. Nabu Nub Nabu song. I didn't search this up before. I can't find a version of it. It's the current level 2 cheat anime. Anyway, that's not important. I guess the only one that has a chance that you might know it is Stay Alive? Not the Beatles version. No. What order do I want to do this in? No, I think I can do this one. Let's do Baby Sweet Berry Love. Can't spell. Okay, Baby Sweet Berry Love. If you don't know this one, it is from an anime called okay. As long as I don't have to change anything. Unless you're asking me to do something specifically. Or do you want me to wait for you to find the karaoke version? Or at least the lyrics, I guess. I wonder what other Seiyuu songs might exist that is easier to sing along to. If I knew that, I would have saved the fucking... Okay, cool. Yeah, no worries. Sounds good to me. But yeah, if I had known, I would have saved the Gakugurashi song because it has a lot. You know what I could sing? I've sung this before, but... Oh, here it is. I sung this before, but I can sing it again. Why not? And I'll take out. Yeah. I want to do this one. I'll choose a different song. Give me a sec. No. Sure. This is gonna be an easier one to sing along to. Well, maybe not. It's ugly. This might be ugly. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna not do this song. Hana wa odore ya iroha miho. Very long title, but it's this. Oops. Frankly, I don't know how to romanize it, but this is the song. Very easy to kind of sing along it, so that's why I'm choosing this song instead. And it's by Seiyuus, so yeah. Let me know if you are ready, or if I need you to be ready. So if you've ever heard of the anime Hanayamata, don't worry, it's not super popular, so don't be too surprised. Okay, cool. Don't be too surprised if you've never heard it. But I also have this. If you could hear that, this is my Yosakoi clapper. It's from an it's kind of like from a Japanese folk dance, which is like the main motif of this show, I guess, the theme of the show. And I went out, well, when I was at Daiso one time, I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the Hanayamata clapper. So, I have the clapper. いきます。Hanayamataの花は踊れやいろはにほ。Oh, jumped right in. Oops, okay. Ready? いきます。パッとパッと晴れやかに咲かせましょう花のように Not gonna lie, it's too tempting to just clap these all the time 欲しいのは少しの踏み出す力と弱気な心を開ける魔法のキーそれでも皮膚に勢いよく跳ねて始まる夢はどんな形踊れよ俺散らさないでもっともっと一緒に数えたい新しい景色いろはにはパッとパッと晴れやかにはい咲かせましょう花のようにこれからの君が見たいいろはにをパッとパッと晴れやかに、はい、咲かせる思いは常ならぬだって乙女とは風はけせまとつぶやいてみた乙女心さ迷ってるだけなら何も起こらない強気で行くんだと瞳で語るよそしたらさおいで明日がピカピカと輝く夢の色に変わる歌や歌え浮かれながらずっと一緒に遊びたい魚色ハーモニー血にぬわるさっと流れてく、はい、歌方の花の香りいつまでも君といたい血にぬるのパッと流れてく出会いと別れにしようもせずそっと見つめ合って君の気配を感じてみたい乙女の願いいや今こんなに嬉しくて踊れほらこんなに嬉しくて気分次第で遠くへ飛べそういや今こんなに楽しくて歌えほらこんなに楽しくてずっともっと一緒に遊びたい気持ちが奏でる桜色ハーモニーいろはにはパッと晴れやかに咲かせましょう花のようにこれからの君が見たいいろはにはパッと晴れやかに、はい、咲かせる思いは常なるむだって乙女とは風がけせだと つぶやいてみた。乙女心さ。色は匂いと散りたくないの。はい。花は踊れ。花は踊れやいろはにほでした。Very long title. Also, I didn't prepare to sing it, so I messed up a couple times, but it's fine. Don't focus too hard on that. In the first place, I really love that song, but there's two things. One is the clapper on all of the callouts is too distracting because I always want to do it and it always messes up my timing. And the second thing is that the timing is hard to get for when they just like wait for it. Thank you. ありがとうございました。嬉しいです。Okay. At some point I did finish 8 songs, so I only have 2 left. よかった。I'm probably not gonna go past 3 hours. I don't plan on it. I've really enjoyed talking to y'all, but yeah. I wonder what my last 2 songs will be. Get a symbol. Look at this one. Oh, oops. Hey, recital. Recital. How many people know this song? Quite an old song by now. 7 years? To be fair, I've been talking a lot of it, but just 3 hours is just like a bit tiring. Honestly. But I've really enjoyed the stream so far. So. Don't misinterpret it as I don't like having a lot of chat, but just might be a little difficult to maintain. 次. How many people know Q&A recital? Tomatsu Haruka. I'm actually starting to feel it in my throat a little bit, so do the last 2 songs and not go past 3 hours. How many people know Q&A recital? I remember the song was like... I watched the anime for it first. It's like... My Little Monster, I think it's called. Ore no Kaibutsu-kun. I remember watching the anime. And only later I realized that the song was insanely popular. But I literally knew it as the anime song before I realized, oh, wait, no, this song's just popular. Also, Tomatsu Haruka is also popular. I like Tomatsu Haruka. Tomato-chan. Anyway. This song's very fun. It's not very fast. If you compare it to like Fake Land, it's doable. But it's very catchy. I like this song a lot. Okay. Cut the dilly-dally. Q&A recital. I'm finally picking up a pace. Ikimasu, Q&A recital. Hai. Ikimasu. Wait, I forgot. Let me restart that because there's a very satisfying part at the end of it where I have to do where you get to say ikuyo. Hai. Ikuyo? There we go. パーパーパー今日もこの胸は張り詰めたまま放課後に包まれて君を見てるレイディレイディずっと足並みは揃わないまま続くから内緒だよ少しずつねレイディレイディ知りすぎて知らないから聞こえないふりが上手になってねえ深呼吸一つしたら目を開けて自問自答やめて何気なくはよはよって言っちゃってるはいはい飽きるくらい全部君が欲しいよハートは涙でいっぱい恋のいろはとかまだ分かってないんだ何度も繰り返すけど寸前でまた次回スイートな乙女心は愛に伝え扱うんですねこれが I love youやっと手に入れたはずのパノラマ2歩進み2歩下がるなんでだけどレイディレイディゴールできなくちゃ止まれないからわからないままでもでいいよだからレイディレイディ昨日の答えなんてさ今日の答えの前ではほらねもう隠すもないくらい好きだから知らないことはいつか知れたらいいかなって言っちゃうかな取り留めないシーンでも大事だからねアンダーリンを引いて恋の自然保護に加えておいてよ時に君の心に何百未来のディスタンスなんてねキネシスがけどそれが星なのですこんなあの時はどうしたらいいの慣れたメロディーを口ずさむように君の中の私はどこにいるのぐるぐる回って四六時中リサイトルパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンはいギターAnd it goes into guitar solo Someday I really really send it precious for you Someday I really really send itいつかその日が来たら大切な声を聞いて恋に予約録画ありえないから逃がせないで飽きるくらい全部君が好きだよハートは笑顔でいっぱい恋のいろはも少し分かりたいんだ何度も繰り返すけど寸前でまた次回へスイートな乙女心は依然取り扱ってないのですねこれが I love you someday I really really send it for you someday I really really send it precious for you someday I really really send it precious for you someday I really really send it precious for youはい、Q&A リサイトでした。小松遥の Q&A リサイトでした。I remember really liking this song just, when it was just like, oh, it's an anime opening. And then I learned that the main voice actor sang it and it was insanely popular. Also, I noted that the karaoke part doesn't specifically include the random callouts that I remember Tomatsu Haruka making. Do you remember watching it? Or is it about the song? Because I don't even remember the anime that well. I do remember it's okay. But, things like the Ikuyo part and the guitar. The call for the guitar solo. They did not include that specifically in the karaoke. Damn, I can already feel it in my voice. Holy shit. Getting longer and longer with these things, so I don't know how to move along. I see. I remember it not being bad. Wasn't fully like wasn't the greatest anime all the time, but it was okay if I remember correctly. Really like that anime, or I really like the song though. Song's great. It's also randomly a song in Bandori, which I played for a long time, so that's cool. I feel like a lot of random songs end up in Bandori. You're like, I didn't realize it was that popular. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I didn't realize it was that popular to like be that level. The song's good. I mean, the anime, yeah, it's okay. It's cute. I mean, it's in my genre. I like romance, anime, drama type, so it was good. I definitely remember the song better than the anime, so... Damn, I'm really feeling it in my voice. Holy crap. I didn't expect to feel it in my voice. I'm not like the best singer, but normally I just like don't... Maybe I just don't sing hard enough to get it to hurt my voice. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna end on a song that I really like. I mean, all these songs I really like, so. I'm gonna end on a song then. I'll change my prompt then. I'm gonna end on a song that I'm gonna have to tell my voice after this. No, it's not the American song. If you guys know ReZero, this is... You might expect me to do Wishing, which is by Minase Inori. Nah. I like Stay Alive. Which is funny, because I'm actually Rem Best Girl, but Inorin... And I like Minase Inori a lot as well. But in terms of the song, Stay Alive is really fun. Love it. Have it pulled up, or did I just expect myself to know? I don't know if people know this one, because ReZero is popular, so maybe you guys do. But yes. I'm gonna jump into my last song, and then I'm gonna... I always talk a little bit afterwards, so... Then I'm gonna end at around the 3-hour mark. But, this is Emilia, Stay Alive, Takahashi Rie. I've been doing a lot of Takahashi Rie songs. There's been like 2.5, right? I did Gakko Garashi is like a half song for her. Sainwa B is the Takahashi Rie song, and then now Emilia. Nice. I like Takahashi Rie. Takahashi Rie is my brother's favorite voice actress because he likes Takagi-san. Anyway, I'm gonna tell my voice to stay alive as the last song, and then I'm gonna just do some last sign outs stuff. So, いきます。Stay alive. Emilia のReZero の Emilia の Stay alive です。はい、いきます。パンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパンパン未完成のパズルどうしてだろう何かが足りない行き違いの運命離れてゆくことも知りながらまた歩く I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit Stay alive 今は一人闇をさまようだけそうての切なさが胸の中消えぬままでI lowered the volume a little bit. Thought it was a little loud. はい。不安定な思想離れすぎて片方見えない目印さえないからふと目を閉じてはまた祈る Oh stay alive 今はどんなこと思ってるのでしょう泣いてないけど一人はやっぱり寂しくてさずっと祈ったStay alive, stay alive, stay alive. やば。未完成のパズルうまくいかなくて音もない澄んだ風に心揺らすI stay alive 今はどこで何をしてるの想定外の切なさが胸の中消えぬままで Stay alive はい Stay alive でした I wonder what the most popular anime that I've sung from today was. It's probably ReZero. Probably Stay Alive, but this song from ReZero. Then again, I did Oshinoko, so what else is there? Monogatari series, maybe in Japan, not in America. Or not society. Wedding Girl Senpai might be on that list. Not sure. Anyway. Emoji, arigato. Thank you for the cheers. 嬉しいです。でも that is probably by the way, I always try to do 10 songs, so it kind of killed my voice, but I enjoyed singing the 10 songs today from Seiyuu voices. That was the theme today. At some point I'll go back. Actually, now's a good time to announce that okay, first off, I'm going to be canceling a lot of karaoke. And why? Because I'm going to be traveling a lot in the next month. In the next month, I'm going to be traveling a lot. There's going to be Anime Expo. There's going to be my birthday's next week. There's gonna be concerts, etc. So I'm probably gonna miss a lot of weekends. My hope is that I'll be able to stream during the week on various things, but might be a little bit difficult to stream the karaoke one because it lands right on that Saturday all the time. So I expect to miss a lot of those upcoming. The hope remains to stream normally during the week. So thank you. So I mean, I have to do my Wuthering Waves dailies anyway, so hope to remain on that grind. Eventually hit endgame. But after that ends, I think the 22nd I should be. So in 2 weeks I should have a stream, but otherwise I'll probably miss all the way until like end of July-ish. But after that, I have a plan that I want to try to see how it goes. And that'll be to throw all of the songs that I've previously sung in karaoke, or all the songs that I think I can sing in karaoke, into a spinner. And leaving karaoke to RNG. That sounds like a lot of fun, and allow me to rehash some of the ones I already sang. So we'll see how that goes when I implement it, but I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, yeah. I was asked. I know, it sounds fun. A little nerve-wracking because you might get like, I'm going to include all the songs that I can vaguely sing too. So I might get a bunch of stinkers in a row. Well, maybe not stinkers. You guys are nice. But songs that are like, you know, I don't ace, so to speak. And then once I sing it, I take it out of the spinner. But that's a lot of songs. It's probably over 100. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. But I was asked earlier if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I probably will. I probably will stream Wuthering Waves tomorrow, Mahjong the next day, and then as usual stream a lot of Wuthering Waves because again, I just started the game. I'm trying to max out my account. I'm trying to max out my account, and I'm trying to hit endgame. So obviously that means I'm going to be playing a lot, and I figure if I'm playing a lot, I might as well stream it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be playing a lot of Wuthering Waves. As always, Mahjong's on Monday, but tomorrow should be a Wuthering Waves stream. If you have no interest, that's cool. Otherwise, you know, be exactly the Wuwa grind. At some point, I'll hit that end game where remember how like 3 or 4 days ago, I lowered the level and I just started farming for echoes. We'll hit that point again, and that'll be fun. Because as much as I'm not sure how productive it is, watching those enemies like just straight up vanish in front of me, very entertaining. So yeah. That's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll hit endgame. As always, I'll collect my dailies on days that I don't stream, but for the most part I play most of the game on stream. So you guys will check it out. We can have more chats. It's actually probably the better time to chat. Not that I mind chatting on karaoke streams, but the best days to chat are probably the ones where I'm just grinding in Wuwa. But anytime you have a question, feel free to ask. I'm not that particular about it. Just an observation. But yeah, so I'll probably be streaming that tomorrow, and then obviously Mahjong on Monday, and then I'll give more concrete updates as we hit it, but I probably won't be doing karaoke next week, and then I'll be missing a bunch of them. I'll update you guys periodically as it comes up. But yeah, I really enjoyed today. I know that, like I said, I don't know if I complain all the time, but I am like, you know, wow, it's a long stream. Just because my voice is starting to give and like tire, but I really do appreciate it. It's regardless of how it makes my voice feel, it makes me happy. So very enjoyable stream, and thanks for sticking with me long time too, so appreciate it a lot. But yeah, thank you for listening. I'm on episode or stream number 16 of this, as I've titled it, streaming to make me feel good about my voice, or karaoke to make me feel about my voice. But I really appreciate all the chats, all of the cheers, and all of the nice messages. So I will be ending the stream though. My voice is tired. I will be streaming tomorrow, hopefully, Weathering Waves, and updating you guys periodically if I miss streams or whatnot. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the cheers. Thanks for all the messages. Thanks for the fun stream. See you next stream, hopefully. でも、というわけで配信終わりたいと思います。今日はめっちゃ、はい。バイ。というわけで配信終わりたいと思います。今日はめっちゃチャットで盛り上がってて、疲れたんですけど、めっちゃ楽しかったです。本当にチャットをくれた方は楽しくなるので、ぜひ応援してくれたら嬉しいと思っております。でも今日はめっちゃ長かったんですけど、普通の10曲を歌えましたし、楽しかったです。次の配信は多分明日は名調やるので、見てくれたら嬉しいです。そしてその後は月曜日のマージャンで、それいいかはあんまり知らないけど、多分今日からのカラオケは多分あんまりないと思うんだけど、その時はご発表をするので、X で、そして俺のチャンネルで登録したら嬉しいです。でも今日は配信終わりたいと思います。本当に見てくれて、本当に見てくれて、来てくれてありがとうございました。本当に楽しいでした。楽しい配信でした。でもこれで終わります。それではじゃあねー。